What's happening? This is right before we argue. Back again with another episode.
Back again.
Jazz, we haven't did this in a minute. And so I got to catch up with you. But we got somebody sitting in with us. Mr. Tony Jr. What's happening, man?
You know, once upon a time called now again, man. Hey, it's good to be back. What's like my third time here?
Yes, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, always good conversations.
I want to introduce you to the audience, man. So tell the audience, I know you do R&B, you write. Tell the audience, like, introduce yourself to our people, man.
All right, well, hello again, world. This is Tony Jr., Oak Cliff, Texas representative, king of the Triple D Funk. You know what I mean? We just back at it. I mean, shoot, what do? I sing, songwrite. Shoot, I mean, since we talking Emmy nominated, you know, like.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was in 2021, bro. That was 4 years ago now.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What did you get Emmy for? What did you get nominated for?
I had 3 songs on a TV show on Amazon Prime. Matter of fact, it was a Dallas-based show called Washed. It was like #Washed. It was a show. It was a show created by Jared Couch. Yeah. And he was a crazy, great showrunner. But he had a whole bunch of shows and productions. But they actually got nominated for, what was it? It was best, I'm probably misquoting, but it's either best like streaming thing or whatever, but because my songs were on that, it's like you got nominated too. So I was like, holy shit. And the crazy thing
Take
about
that credit, man. Take it.
Oh, bro, I literally woke up
credit.
at like 9 in the morning and I saw they were nominated for an Emmy. I was like, oh shit, that means I'm all right, man. We in this hole, you know?
Yeah.
So no, I definitely like wear that. Like right there on the
That's
the,
what's
you
up.
know,
So
on
you
the
walk up
shit.
to somebody, you know I'm Emmy nominated, right?
Nah, I try not to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Right,
try
gotta
not
pop
to.
it.
Yeah.
You know.
And
But-
Jazz, you had a birthday,
Did.
and I seen you was doing the big.
Happy
What did you do
belated.
for your
Thank
birthday?
you.
What did you do?
I went out to Rockwood,
Okay.
and that was cool or whatever. But I also went to the Reunion Tower, so that was dope. It was just a vibe. It was a very
Yeah.
grown woman.
And I seen you went to the Chi-Town. How was that?
I did. Oh, it was so lit. The food was
I love
disgusting.
Chicago. It was disgusting.
It was disgusting. I didn't
What?
have no good food at all. No.
I've never been.
Somebody didn't take you to the right places.
Yeah, cause I don't know. The
What,
food wasn't
did you eat the
giving.
pizza?
No, I didn't. I tried the hot dog. I didn't like it because it had too much stuff on it. And then I tried, it was like roast beef or something. It had the texture of chitlins. It was disgusting. And then I tried their chicken, which was the best thing that I had.
At Harold's?
At Harold's, yeah. But it had no seasoning, you know, from Texas, baby. You gotta do something different. But overall, like the vibes down there, the scenery, gorgeous.
I love Chicago.
Yes.
I love Chicago. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yes. What you been up to though, Dante?
Nah, really though, because
I'm
I
just
ain't.
trying to
I ain't
unbig
talked.
my back. That's
Matter of
it.
fact,
that's
no,
it.
kudos to you though, because I saw you got a Hashi Senju interview.
Yeah.
Nah, I was like, hold on, Dante actually moving up in the world, bro.
Big one,
Like,
not
nah,
a little
doing big
bit.
shit.
Man, I'm just trying, man. You
Man,
know,
shout
what
out
I
to that
mean?
boy Hashi, because he going
Hashi,
crazy right now. Going
That's
crazy
what's
right
up.
now.
Man, I want to ask y'all something because I've been seeing something in on my little social feed. This Clarissa Shields, Papoose, Remy Ma shit. Have you been paying attention? Have y'all been paying attention to this?
I've only heard like vaguely, like the recent thing I heard was like Pat was like outing her on like social media or something.
Let me ask you a specific question. If your woman, right?
Mine, okay.
Your woman is the breadwinner.
Mhm.
Would you assist her or would you be her second hand person to like assist her in her profession?
I mean, it's like, what's the goal? Like, you know, I mean, because fuck egos and all that shit. Like, what is your end goal? Like, case in point, my baby mama, Yana, like, she has been a part of many like great jobs. Like, I ain't gonna talk about her numbers over the podcast,
okay.
but
Shout out
she
to
do her
Yana.
thing. All right, I'll say it like this: y'all watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
You know the Lil Wayne Cetaphil commercial?
Lil Wayne
when
what?
Lil Wayne had a commercial for the lotion Cetaphil.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
remember it.
well, no, he had a whole commercial about that, and he actually talked about when he was dropping the album. She wrote that commercial.
What?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
what's up.
yeah. So it's like my thing is like, nah, if you great, what I'm hating on your greatness for? You know what I mean? Like that should be more so a motivator than like a ego shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but again, if you coming from Pap, Remy was in jail. He was still out doing his thing. She got out. Then she, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, like, I mean, it just I guess it comes down to like, yo, temperament and what you can deal with. You got to know. Like, you can't just walk into some shit. Like, nah, if you know your woman is great, you should expect greatness. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got
like
up and
Pap,
down
I feel
periods.
like Pap is the last two women. He's been like second fiddle to his women. That's what I feel like. Remy Ma was like the biggest star. Clarissa is like the biggest star. I don't know as a
So you
man
feel like
if
he
I
comfortable? He too comfortable.
Yeah,
I was about
I
to
don't
say,
know
what does Pap do other than rap?
I didn't even know he rapped it.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
did.
you're
Thought you
right.
were my husband.
Wow.
No disrespect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as a man, though, could I be okay with being second fiddle to my woman? Because as a man, you want to be like, yeah, let me handle this, let me do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
But
as
is
a
that-
woman, I don't know if I could just sit around years after years just taking care of no man.
And again, that's why I say, what is the goal? Like, because if you have something that you working and striving toward, like me with music, like that's a long game thing.
It is.
Like that ain't gonna be. Now, look, God, I'm not saying don't blow me up overnight because I will take that. However, but it's like you already know what you're walking into. So, say you got somebody who works a 9 to 5, they work their way up the corporate ladder and all that, right? They went through their chain of command. You got to go through yours too in whatever industry or like thing you want to go in. Like, so if they happen to blow up or it happens to take off before you, like, what's the problem?
So I think the difference is Remy Ma blew up before we knew about Pap. Because I remember back in the day, like I know I'm a little older than y'all, but I remember hearing about Remy Ma before I remember anything about Papoose. I don't know any Papoose songs to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So Remy Ma been the bigger star since very beginning.
I mean, hip hop, we know Pap from like the old ciphers and
That's
all that,
it.
you know.
Yeah. See,
So
I don't even know nothing about that.
yeah,
So-
and
If
Papoose,
you not a
and
hip-hop head, you won't
and
know
Papoose
Pap.
is nice.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna say he's not nice. It's just he is that he's. I hate when people they call it like rapidy rap niggas, but like he's really a lyricist,
Yeah.
and you know the average person ain't listening to lyrics
That's
like
facts.
that, so they're not hitting it. Like it's just now with this whole Kendrick and Drake shit, people are going back to listen to lyricism now because everybody went back and deciphered all of Kendrick's lyrics and all the sub dishes that he had for Drake and everything that they missed. So it's like it's coming back to that, but nah, the average listener, there's still people that think Drake won, like type shit. So it's like that tells the person's mental capacity when it comes to listening to rap. So going back to Pap, it's like if you're not really deep into hip hop like that, you're not gonna know Pap. Like
But as
Remy
a
was with
man-
Fat Joe and them niggas back in the day. Like wasn't she in the Lean Back video in like 04?
I
Yeah,
think
she
so,
was.
yeah.
She
And-
was.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like we knew of her, you know, but I can't say I knew any Remy songs like that.
But I think it's more so as a man. Like, are you too comfortable like being behind financially your woman every single time? Like your history,
Right.
Yeah, now if you have a track
So,
record, that
yeah.
kind of shows more so than
Yeah,
you know.
and it's like, yeah.
How long would you be able to last? Like if your man, he was assisting you though.
Yeah.
He's not like, but he's like helping you in your career.
Yeah.
How long would you be able to?
I mean, it really just depends on the dynamic. I mean, honestly, a couple years, but you still got to do something for you too. Like you got to have life outside of me.
See?
You got to do something.
And that was gonna be my next question to you. Like, what do you mean by support? Because like you got some people that literally do support, like they're the right hand man to his woman's endeavors, or like you seen the movie Grown Ups with Adam Sandler that came out in like 2010.
Yeah, I remember.
When
I seen
Chris
it
Rock
once.
played the house husband
Oh, yeah.
to Maya Rudolph, like
But nobody
yeah,
respect him though.
exactly. So that's why I said, which version of support are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I seen Pap holding gloves. Like I seen Pap now. He's like a boxing trainer now. Like I ain't never seen a nigga put on no gloves. I never seen him interested
I did
in
not know that.
fighting.
Okay, so if something was to happen to her and it all went down tomorrow, she was no longer a boxer. What would you do? That's what you need to have together just in case it all falls down. Where you gonna lead us? Where we going?
I agree.
And that's why I'm like, as a man, you need to have your own. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna assist to my best ability, but I still gotta have my own because just in case somebody knock you out, like I need to make sure that we can still maintain our same lifestyle with my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't. The whole Remy Ma and Pap thing is so messy. Like breaking up is hard as it is, but I hate that they bringing that shit to the internet.
I often say breaking up is already hard, but doing it in front of people.
Yeah.
Boy.
And
And
Like-
then they just
the internet
putting
makes
out
it
their
10
dirty
times
laundry.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is somebody that you married, that you loved.
Yeah.
at
But
one point.
also,
Yeah.
that's what the internet want, and also people trying to blow up. So they sometimes use. It's like you sometimes become the monster, if that makes sense. Like we can say right here, like, oh yeah, I would never do that. But if you really felt hurt enough, you finna be like Cardi, hop on live. Nah, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck what I said earlier. Fuck that shit. Fuck that nigga. Fuck who got something to say about it.
I wouldn't
All
do
that
it.
shit.
So it was nothing in me that will make me get on my phone and start yelling at my phone.
You come from a different era.
I would never
You'll
get on
yell,
my phone.
you'll
and-
yell to your homeboys what's going on before you yell to the internet to people that you don't know.
Yes.
Like you got people that you can call and be like, bro, let me tell you what this bitch did.
But
Yeah.
y'all also have to realize, like, the internet can be cruel as hell. And you be like, they create stories about you to the point it's like, hell no, I gotta clear my name. Like, y'all can't be
True.
thinking I'm going out like that.
But then that's another thing that can shoot you in the foot too. Cause
Yeah,
like,
for
you know, the
sure.
more you keep saying something's not
Yeah.
true, the more people believe it's true.
Yeah, you putting all that energy into it.
You know?
I think,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. I think Pap and Remy Ma is from the same era I'm from.
True.
So why are they going to the internet
Yeah.
telling each other business about like this nigga is ugly now and this nigga don't pay?
But you was with that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't got this money and I didn't wrote your raps and like it should become dirty.
Yeah.
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 I did hear that where he was like, no, I wrote Remy. I was like, did you?
Yeah.
Now that did make my ears perk up because as a lyricist, like, and you in hip hop is like, wait, you didn't write that? Like, oh damn, really?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't confirm it. Like, he could be lying for all I know.
He
So
could
I'm not
be.
gonna say that it's true. But I'd be like, damn, it's kind of like what Kendrick said, like certified lover boy, certified pedophile. You be like, is that nigga really a? I don't know. Type
Really?
shit. So it creates that narrative, and like she said, the internet's cruel. Like they'll take that shit and run with it,
They'll
and
make-
then do
yeah.
sub narratives
Yeah,
off the one
exactly.
narrative.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Somebody who is an internet influencer, Jazz. Have you been made stories about? Have you been
Oh yeah, I've been talked about so bad, and I'm like, to the point I'm like, damn. A nigga told me like, you built like a linebacker. I'm like, damn.
He only saying that because he can't.
But you know,
really
I know,
get
yeah, I
out,
know. But
you know.
see, you know, you get so many comments and so many, you know, it's just like, damn, do I defend myself or do I just let it? I got to a
Do you
point to
read
where
the
you just
comments?
don't read the comments. Yeah, you just don't read them. Don't read them. But I also don't know if y'all been watching like Streamers University or whatever. I saw DDG make something where he was basically talking about like engaging in that to help you, you know, like your name be in the blogs and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know if I got the energy
That's
capacity
some
to be.
Easy E shit.
But-
Like when Easy said all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
and that nigga stay in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, is it good or is it bad? I don't know.
I mean,
It
I really,
depends.
yeah, I
It
think it's just your
depends.
perception of it. Like, I would say it like this: if I'm not famous enough for people to comment on my shit yet, people still talk about me behind my back. But I be hearing stories all the time, and it's like sometimes I don't say all the time, but it's like if I hear something about me and I know it's not true, I'll be like, oh, well, okay, let them say what they want. Like, if you believe that shit, that's your fucking fault. I'm not
Yeah.
finna respond to that. Now, if it's like something that's like, I say on the level of like somebody talking about my baby mama or my son, or some shit like that, yeah, I'll address that shit. But like, if it's just some petty shit, like, no, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what I do to you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's happening for a reason. You know, if
Yeah.
I don't know what I did, well, I can't respond to
And
it.
the thing about it is, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So it really don't matter whether you go left or right. They gonna be mad regardless. So you just
Speaking
gotta
of
not give a fuck.
Streamer University, did you guys see? Are you following that, Tony?
I saw I saw the opening when they were all in the auditorium and he was breaking down everywhere to go, like for all the streamers. Like if you're a sports streamer, go to the gym. If you're a book streamer, go to the library. I'm like, bro. But I will say, shout out to Kai, bro.
That is so dope.
To be
For sure.
22 and have a net worth of like 14 mil and not fuck all of that off and help put other streamers on is really like a big deal. And people
sure.
really do need to applaud that. And like, I can understand the dry hate that he getting because like, if you an old person that had, I won't even say old, but if you're like, if you have your own ways of doing things and then you see somebody doing something as what you call simple like YouTube, but they making millions off of it, okay, of course you're gonna hate on it because you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? However, he found a niche
Yeah.
and he's running
a
with
whole
it.
new way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of
But I
fact, he
was-
even got Kevin Hart into doing it now.
Yes.
Like, and even Kevin Hart streaming from the young people or following from the young people is even risen because of that. So it's like he's helping everybody at all ages. Like, it's dope.
Yeah.
But here's what I want to say. I watched the whole hour of DDG, his class on internet beef
Mm-hmm.
and how to approach it, what to do. Like I was like taking notes.
Has
like
he been in internet
okay.
beef to teach
Yeah,
that?
he's been.
Okay, I don't be
I didn't
paying
know about
attention.
it
Like,
until I
I mean,
watched
I
the
know
little
that I
clip.
know him and Hallie the situation, but other
Yeah.
than that, I don't know about nothing else.
I think he's in the beef right now with Soldier Boy.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But his thinking about beef, internet beef, is crazy because he was like, what you want to do is diss their fan base.
It's all strategic.
Yes, diss
Yeah.
their fan base, diss their homies, diss their friends, diss their family. Like everything is up for grabs, but it's all to keep the controversy going, so people can continue to talk about it. And when you diss their fan base, his fans, whoever you're dissing, his fans will come over to you to see what you're talking about.
I will say that's true.
And I was like,
That's true.
this shit is retarded
That-
Probably
to me.
business partners.
But
Yes.
that's definitely true though. I will say that, and inadvertently, I did that. Like, when
You had an internet beef?
no, I'm talking about
Oh.
following one. Like, I never watched DJ Academic stream ever in my life until Kendrick and Drake started going at it. And when Kendrick did on 616 in LA, when he said somebody's line, I can feel the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. I was like, let me go watch this nigga stream. What he talking about?
Yeah.
And then I started following the shit, and I'm like, I don't even like this nigga, but I'm watching it to see what he say about my guy. So
Yeah.
DDG really on to something. Like,
Yeah,
and
for
honestly,
sure.
if he turns that into a book, that might be as big as Sun Tzu's book, The Art of War. Because you could literally do the art of internet beef like in the same way Sun Tzu wrote The Art of War. Like, so if he catch on to that and make it a book, oh yeah, he finna cash out.
Yeah, he already cashed it out. They was counting his pockets, man. He
You
make
see
like-
that? You seen that?
Yes, I'm
That was
like,
another
damn.
class.
Yeah,
Listen, shout out to Kai, man. Shout out
For
to
No,
Kai.
really though.
for
and
sure.
and the professors that was in Streamer University, because they taught some good classes. And I was even like watching on TikTok, like,
Yeah, the
damn.
clips.
you can really do this. You can make this kind of money doing streaming, doing ads, and
Me and my baby mama thought about starting a YouTube channel. No cap.
y'all
Do
should.
it. Do
Y'all
it.
should.
Like,
Like
for real.
it's so much money out there, man.
For sure.
It's like I'm like I can't believe it. I can't believe like if you have a son or a young kid that's into it,
Mm-hmm.
they could make so much money doing it. But you just gotta be
You
consistent.
gotta be
Yeah, that's what
consistent,
DDG
have
said.
personality, and just be able to like have that.
I would even argue you don't even gotta have no personality because I
You
seen
just got to be consistent for sure. That's,
That's
it.
true.
Consistency is it. You just keep putting it in their face. That's what I was telling you.
yes.
Y'all ain't trying to work. You got to keep putting it in their face every single day, all the time.
I seen some streamers that was there that was so awkward and so like their personality wasn't really. I'm like,
But you wanna know how that'll work?
How?
Because there's a lot of people out there that are just like that.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
you
what I
find
mean.
your
Like
own
your
people.
personality is your person. So you don't have to like be as flamboyant. You could be awkward. You could be dry. Like there's somebody out there for everybody. And you will find that niche following. So that's why I was like, yeah, no, for real. Like streaming wise, like I've seen so many, man, shout out to again Kendrick and Drake, because I didn't really get on YouTube like that watching streamers until the beef. And then I saw so many people from Africa to the US to London, like all different. And I'm like, yo, their content is actually dope. Like outside of them following the beef, I was looking at their other videos and I'm like, oh, they really know some shit. Okay, this YouTube shit is for real. And again, I'm 35. So like YouTube was what came out when I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
And we used to just watch stupid shit on there. We never thought you could make money off of it like that. And now people really turning it into a whole revenue stream, like
sure,
where people are
millionaires.
quitting they 9-to-5s for it. Like there's a streamer, No Life Shack. Shout out No Life Shack. He literally just bought a home in Texas. I think he's from like North Carolina or something like that. Yeah. And he literally just bought this big mansion in Texas off of YouTube money. And everybody in the comments that followed him said, bro, that YouTube money is different. And I'm like, it is. Like, for sure.
For sure.
That's just crazy, man.
Mhm.
It's crazy. I'll be damned. Like, I know as a parent, I'll be like, hey man, put that YouTube shit down. Go get you a book. You know what I mean? But now it's like, hey, put the book down.
Go
your ass
on YouTube.
Ready, set, go.
It's like, you want them
Yeah,
J's?
exactly.
Get your ass on YouTube.
Yeah.
You want that car? You better
Yeah.
make you a YouTube.
But I think it's good too because it's like we're choosing the celebrities now. You know, you got people like P. Diddy and, you know, people that's born into it and stuff like that. So we get to choose who we, you know, our community.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was matter of fact, I had a guest on here, dude. Shout out to Deontay Kyle. He was telling me, he was like, we get to choose now. And it's not Hollywood or it's not, you know, the
Yeah.
film industry.
Like pushing it.
yeah.
Or like gatekeeping on who you see and all that, for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, that makes sense. Because people who I just like want to follow, like example, Deontay Kyle, somebody who is talking about some real black uplifting kind of shit.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm into that. I want to follow that. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
Yeah.
So
You
I
got
like
people
that.
blowing up literally just being plant mommies and plant daddies, like, and just watching people take care of their plants on YouTube, literally, like just people with a green thumb. Like, I got a green thumb. I'm gonna put this on YouTube,
That's
and
crazy.
then you got like millions of views off of that shit, just teaching. Or like, I don't know if you follow this guy on Instagram, the real Tarzan.
No.
He's like this
the
life-
dude that be wrestling different.
Yeah, the animals and
snakes
shit
and-
like that. He just
yeah.
love animals. Like he's a real life black Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
nah.
what's up.
Yeah, and like he'll go like to Africa or to like the major continents where like big animals is at and all that. Like this nigga like picked up an anaconda one time, like was chilling with lions and panthers and shit. I'm like, that nigga bold. But
Yeah.
but again,
Yeah.
like it's dope content.
Who is the dude that is running in slow motion? That's this nigga kind of like cut up. He built. I think they just did a little promo with him and DJ Khaled. Who was
Oh,
that?
when they was running on the roof and DJ was running
Yes.
and Khaled was running
Who
in
is that dude?
them threes. I was like, why are you running
Who
in them
is he?
J's?
Like he,
I have
Oh,
no
I
I see
idea.
him
who
all
that
over
is.
I don't know
all
who
over
he
my
is.
social media.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But
who
I'm
that
like,
is.
who is this dude? This nigga's built. This nigga just running in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know, nobody don't know his
I
name.
don't know who he. I just saw him in the video.
Yeah, I seen him in the
I
video.
was like, why the fuck is Khaled running in front of a car? That was my first
Khaled is
question.
the funniest dude on the internet.
He
I
is.
swear.
He's hilarious.
For sure.
Khaled is the funniest dude because all you see his big belly slow motion.
He know what he be doing.
I don't know. Him and Drewski might be neck and neck. Cause I don't know if
Man,
y'all saw
Drewski is
Drewski's
hilarious.
last skit where he
When he was
painted the
white.
white dude.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's like, yo, I grew
Drewski
up
is
with my
different.
grandmama and them.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah, Juicy is hilarious.
And again, like I will say this. Shout out to Ro James because I was with Ro James in October, London about 3 weeks ago now, and he was actually putting me on game like as far as like what it takes for a black man like to make it like in the industry like commercially or mainstream. And he was like, you have to fit what was it, like one of four narratives. Like you either got to be loud, you got to either be super conscious. I think it was like one is like in the middle, being able to balance back and forth. And I forgot the last one. And then like I started to break down like a lot of the people that started to blow up over the last few years. I'm like, damn, Drewski is loud. That's crazy. I didn't even think of it like that. Shout out 19 Keys. The dude who's always like spreading wealth and information and all that, very conscious. He's blowing up. And I'm just like, damn. I'm kind of seeing the gates and avenues that some people have to get through in order to get in. But I mean, I feel like once you get in, like what you do with it is what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I get in the industry singing and all that, which I hope to do and I am doing. But it's like if I wanted to get off into acting, I could, just based off of like the content that I make. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got YouTubers who are literally DC, Young Fly. Like when he started on Vine, then got the Wildin' Out. Now he's doing shows. He was in BMF. Now he like doing movies and all that. Like, so it's like it ain't really no telling what you could do once you get in, but you need that one thing to get you in, you know?
So my thing is, do you practice everything? Because like I was saying earlier, I'm a creative, and I'm not just, I don't just hold myself to doing music. I don't just hold myself to just creating content or whatever. So do you just try everything until one thing works, or do you just try at one thing until it works?
I believe in doing both. Like me growing up, I was a 4-sport athlete. I played 4 different instruments. Like I always did what I enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? So like it's really never no telling. It's kind of like that what's that what is it? I think it's in Ecclesiastes when it's like, sow your seed in the morning and at evening, don't let your hands be idle, for you don't know which will bring you more profit. It's like, yeah, go to work and do what you need to do, but when you get off work, don't stop working, because you never know which one is going to bring you more profit, one, the other, or even both.
Yeah.
So I think that once you find something that you really do love, like explore also the avenues around it. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to be able to sing, but I know a lot of singers that can't write songs. So what good is your gift if you can't even write for yourself? Some people, if you don't have nobody else to write for you, then what you gonna do? I also arrange like my music. Like when I played my music for Dante thought I rap at first.
I did.
And I was like, no, I don't rap.
Yeah,
and then
I
I played him some shit. He was just like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, like this is what I do. Like, so I arrange it. Even when it comes to, you know, playing and getting ideas, like it's just always not locking yourself in a box. And I know you understand that because, like you said, you're creative. So it's like whatever you feel, and that's what you're going to run with. It's kind of like impulsivity a little bit.
For sure.
What about the old adage, like, stick to your plan A because the plan B is going to distract you from your plan A?
I agree with that. Matter of fact, I go back to lyrics. Will Smith on his Millennium album, he literally said, I got my X-ray vision through all in my way. No plan B. It distracts from plan A. Like, that's real talk. So, like, a plan B is more like, because, you know, coming up in the black family, like, oh, make sure you have a fallback plan. Just make sure you don't work. But like Denzel said, I don't want to fall back on anything. So it's like, I even have a 9-to-5 still. Like, I'm not saying I'm just solely doing music, but that's not my plan. That's just a means to an end. So that's still a part of my plan A. Like, I'm making this 9-to-5 so I can support myself and my music. I'm not trying to stay there. You know what I mean? Like, some people, they'll always like, oh, I'm going to make this money so I can do this later. But then they end up getting caught up in the work and they just forget what they were doing it for. And then you end up being stuck. And this is like, well, that ain't what you was doing it for before. Like, nah, stay focused. Like, just because you might be making good money at this job, like, now you're comfortable. But you don't want to be comfortable. Like, you don't grow in comfortability. So it's like, I've gone from having great jobs to having no job and literally having, matter of fact, when me and my baby mom was about to have my son, like, I lost my teaching job, like, on some crazy shit. Then I had to, like, figure out what the fuck I was going to do. Then started working for UPS and, like, only on part-time shit, only making, like, $400 a week type shit. And I'm just like, bro, I haven't made this low money since I was in college type shit. So, like, yeah, but, again, it never stopped me from doing music.
But you know what? I think that, like, when you go through experiences like that, I feel like every experience matters. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? You learning customer service here, or you learning,
And
you know,
you
how to
use
do
it.
this, and
Mhm.
yeah, you use it as you get to
Become
where
more
you.
cultured and well-rounded, because it's like if you
Yeah.
didn't have those experiences and then you ran into a certain scenario from the past, how would you be able to know how to handle it? So like I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like
Yeah, for
take
sure.
every experience and then like make it for your betterment and advancement.
At what point do you quit that job though? At what point
when
do
you
you
making more money than you are at the job, it has to outweigh it. Like, you know how when you first go to an apartment and they ask you, do you have at least 3 months worth of rent before you sign the lease? That's just making sure that you good for it. So it's like if I come up on 100 racks right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna quit my job because I don't believe it yet. I don't believe it yet. But like when I start seeing like residual checks are coming in more and more, and I'm like, all right, fuck y'all, I quit. I'm out this hoe. Like,
See, and I'm different because it might be the ADHD in me, the impulsivity in me. Like, I feel like I had to quit my job because I feel like I needed more pressure to be put on me to get shit done. Like
I can
if
respect that.
if I'm working, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, I'll be a little bit lazy because I'm like, the check gonna come regardless.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
I know ain't shit coming, it's like, all right, you gotta get your ass the fuck up.
See, but you know you
gotta
though,
go-
and that's what I respect. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people will say that, and they'll be like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna quit. But you know you lazy. So
Yeah.
if you quit your job, it ain't really gonna do nothing. You're just gonna be sitting at the house like waiting for something to happen.
I was
Yeah.
talking to one of my homegirls about this. That sometimes when my back against the wall is when I perform the best.
Yes.
Bro, have you
You know
heard
what
this
I mean?
quote?
Like that,
There's a
though.
quote that says, when going through adversity, that is when the human mind is normally at its sharpest.
Yeah.
Real shit. It's like every time you're backed into a corner, your mind is always thinking of different ways. Like if you're comfortable, you ain't thinking
Yeah,
about shit.
exactly.
Like I'm
Exactly.
chilling. I'm cool.
Good.
Shit.
Ain't
Like,
got shit to worry about.
but then it's like what day they say off next Friday? I gotta figure out how to get this
I
money
gotta
by
think of a
tomorrow.
way to get
Huh?
the money by tomorrow. On everything. Yeah.
And I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why, but I'm just like, you know, sometimes it becomes where I just get too comfortable where I'm just like, I'll figure it out once I get my back against the wall. But I'm like, I don't want to think like that. But like, how do I think like that every single day where I'm like, I got to figure shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
But is
think
that a
it's,
trauma response though?
what you said.
Yeah,
What?
it is.
It's like, damn, you know, by my
Yes.
back, I always gotta be against the wall.
Yes.
I mean, I see both sides. Like I can understand that, but it's more like, all right, Michael Jordan, when this nigga used to hoop, as much as he was respected and feared, he would always like come up with something in his mind to make him play hard every game. Like first it was, all these people are paying these tickets to see me, and I'm probably playing in front of somebody I've never seen. So what do I look like if I take a game off? The next one was if somebody like had got something over on him in the following game, like, oh, I'm gonna remember that. Like I'm finna give him 50. So it's like, I think we as people have to like start doing that mental gymnastics within ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just said, oh, I'm gonna wait till my back's against the wall. Then I would have hit, well, shit, what if my car fucking broke down? And then I had to like, cause you know, as soon as you come up, I hate cars be knowing, bro. I swear to God, cause as soon as you come up on some shit, something in your car want to fuck up. And you be like, bro, I just got this, whether it's a tax refund, whether it's a bonus at work, you like, I'm finna ball out. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can create that within yourself too. Like me, now that I have my son, like I've been more so back on like the whole fitness shit, cause like I had a child late compared to my generation. Like I had my son at 34, so by the time he's 15,
Nigga, I had
I'll
my
be.
son at 40.
I dig that, but you come from a different
I mean, I
generation.
had
Like
my daughter
I
at
was
40.
gonna say, wait, you got a son?
No, wait.
I was like, hold on, bro.
I had my daughter at 40.
No,
I'm
I
be
feel
old
you
daddy.
though.
Fuck it. I've already come
But like,
to it.
but with a boy, like my son will be 15 when I'm 50. So what is my body's gonna look like? Like again, I was a 4-sport athlete. Like my dad, don't get me wrong, I was beating my dad in basketball by the time I was 12, but because he's like 5'4". Like I'm looking at that, I'm like, damn, like what kind of example am I gonna set for my son? Like when it comes to this shit, like even when it comes to eating habits, like like my baby mama get on to me all the time with this shit. Like crazy thing is like we don't even live together, but you would swear she like live in my house. She's like, why are you eating this shit? You're not eating right. You need to stop eating all that pork. And I'm just like, man, fuck you, bro. I want this shit. Like at the same time, but she's right though. Like because like now we got something that we really living for.
Yeah.
But even when it comes to goals and shit, like your goals are your child too. Because you've had that passion for however long you've had it. Like, that is your baby. Nobody had that vision except you. And only you can make that shit happen. Not saying it'll happen alone. Like, you need people to help you get to where you're going. But, like, are you going to nurture that shit the same way you nurture a child? And it's like, I feel like if you turn that mindset on, then doing what you got to do gets just a little bit easier. It's still going to be hard, but it makes it more, I want to say, like, bearable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's more of a push than a pull kind of thing.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
And shout out to your baby mama, because I've been going back and forth with this. I feel like women just make men so much more better. Like, y'all be a hot mess when y'all be by yourselves.
You think?
100%.
I don't know about that. I don't really know.
I don't know about the hot mess. we might be a little cold mess. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We just be doing our thing when y'all not around. That's all. You know?
I know. Here's the thing. I know when I'm by myself, like I'm a lot more focused on my goals. You know what I mean?
I can low key agree with that too sometimes.
Versus with a woman, I am 50-50 where I'm like, I got my goals and I want to make sure that she's comfortable and she's good.
Yeah.
I feel
You know
that.
what I mean?
But that's different.
Being with a woman does give me more structure.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't be out all night. I can't go hang out with the boys. I can't do this. It's like, okay, let me handle my business because I know I got to get back home to her. That's my mindset. But when I'm not with her, I'm like, okay, let me lock in. I got all day to figure out what I want to do and do what I need to do. But if I want to go hang with the boys, yeah, I go fuck off a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's about it.
I ain't gonna lie. When me and my baby mama like not having like family time with our son or like going out and doing something, like I feel like Batman. Like, and I mean like I'm always like locked in. Like I be accomplishing a lot of shit. Like we had a whole like spell this past week like where we didn't communicate, just taking some time or whatever. And like I was telling her, I was like, bro, I didn't tell you all the stuff that I did. I was like, yeah, I got this dude who's over here trying to, get with the music and all that. Like I'm creating this music. Like I got my homeboy. Oh, matter of fact, shout out my boy DK. This is his shirt. He from Dallas, Shop Area 96. Y'all make sure y'all do that. But like I was over here just like establishing relationships and all this. And she's great at that. And I am as well. But like sometimes I'm like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. I work alone. I don't want no partner. I don't need no partner. I ain't gonna never have no partner.
What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio Sag cusp. My birthday November 22nd.
Okay. I'm a Taurus.
Oh.
Aquarius. Sagittarius.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Okay.
Like I can be
know
like
what
a
that
loner, like a loner. I like to do stuff on my own. And sometimes it come off as like, damn.
Do you like stability though? Like,
yeah, I do.
That's the Taurus in you. Like before my baby mama, I dated a Taurus for 4 years. Like that was the clash part because like the Sag in me is very impulsive and like want to get up and go. And it's just like, well, how are we gonna do, bro? Fuck the how. We gonna do it, dog. Like we gonna do it. Type shit.
Yeah.
I told this girl that I'm kind of talking to. I told her, I said, women don't look at relationship as like jobs. And here's why I said this. I would say because even at your favorite job, even at the job that you like, man, I wish I could do that. Some days you're gonna be like, fuck this job. Some days you're gonna be like, oh, I love this. This is the best thing. I'm glad I did this. And I feel like women don't look at relationship as like a job, where it's like some days you're gonna be happy, some days you're gonna be sad, but goddamn it, I'm coming back tomorrow.
You want to know
where
why
I think
they don't look at
men
it?
do.
You want to know why they don't look at it as a job though?
Why?
Because they always say the marriage part is the job. But, and let me land my plane when I say this, it's like relationships, especially in this day and age, like in some people's minds have like replaced the marriage. So it's like now you're over here like, oh, you need to be doing all this, that, and the third. And I'm like, well, shawty, I ain't married to you. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, so, you know, case in point, like, you know, when they say, oh, I ain't gonna get with this dude unless he's spending a bag. I would only spend a bag on my wife, shawty. Like, what you talking about? You know? So even when they say, they look at like, oh, I think it's supposed to be this way, that way. I'm like, yeah, but what's the goal here? Like, what is your reasoning for looking at it that way? Like, let's go to the foundational principle of why you even think that way first. Because if we're just arguing on the surface and we don't understand the underneath principles, like, I feel like it's always going to be like a back and forth.
I think the issue is people don't take enough time to get to know a person. Like, you talking to them a month, you in their honeymoon phase, you really don't know shit about them. You just like the way they make you feel.
Big facts.
Boom, y'all having sex, and then
now here's the thing.
You worry about everything else later.
Y'all are two grown individuals. I ain't gonna say nothing about your sexual activity, but I will say I do agree with what you just said. Cause sometimes after you get to that point, like the whole you finally get the draws and like, oh, it's what are we? We still two people that fuck.
I think women that becomes something that women want to know right away. What are we?
And I'm like, so you gave me the box, so you think that like, and I'm saying this respectfully to like, I'm not saying this like as an asshole. It might sound like it, but I'm not. But it's like, what about your pussy makes you think that I'm officially obligated
I
to
gave you some dick just like you gave me some pussy.
Right.
So
and then,
we are even right now.
Right, and you singing our praises, talking about, oh, that dick was amazing.
Yes, we are even at this point.
I didn't ask you for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say, what are we?
But to be honest, it ain't even like that. The niggas be wanting relationships and the females be doing
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this too. I think most men would like to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
But it's the women that be so fucking crazy that makes niggas not want to be in relationships.
Females you dealing with, Dante, that got you so traumatized.
Listen, I seen a TikTok where a girl was like, girl said, I've been dogging this nigga so long, and he finally found his worth. And he was like, shout out to you, King. But I'm on my way to your house. You ain't finna let go of this.
That's
easy.
crazy.
I'm like, this bitch is crazy.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. In my story, I made my baby mama crazy. Like,
how you make
somebody crazy?
Because like
how do you make somebody crazy?
So here's the thing. When me and my baby mama first reconnected in 2022, because we had known each other since 2018, never like, but we were in different situations and all that. So, I was remotely fresh off a relationship. I hadn't got into therapy yet. However, when I got with her, I was like, she really does have all the characteristics of a wife, like a good mother, like all that shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump into this. But I knew I wasn't ready. And
How did you know? How did you know you wasn't
here's
ready?
the thing. Because like, she'll even tell you, like in the beginning, I was always talking about what my ex did and this, that, and the third. But I didn't realize till after going to therapy, it's like, yeah, you're still holding on to that trauma from the past. But also another reason I wasn't ready was because I had been in relationships 9 out of the 10 years of my 20s. So personally, I was tired of being responsible for somebody else's feelings. However, she was such a good woman, I didn't want to let it go. Exactly. So I thought I could do both. So I had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Then end up getting caught up on some shit. Like, and then, you know.
So how you make her crazy?
I just told you.
Because you had 1 foot, 1 foot out?
Yes. And like,
and so
playing on those emotions. Because like, I do love her, but at the same time, it's like I wasn't ready to be with her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and matter of fact, she was really the gangster in this whole, because she was like, okay, just let me know when you're ready. I didn't believe that, because I ain't never heard a female that say that shit. So I'm like, hell nah. Who you fucking? Like, who the fuck are you fucking, nigga? Nah, we ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I ain't believe that shit. So again, I shot myself in the foot. I created that monster. Like, even to the point, like, bro, she is my dog. We are locked in to this day, but we not together. But at the same time, like, everybody know what it is, bro. Like, you can't play with her. Like, just like she'll tell anybody they can't play with me.
But would you be mad if she got with somebody else?
See, we've had these discussions before.
That's the thing.
We've had these discussions before. So now here's my answer to that. My answer to that is because of all the fucked up shit that I've done, I have no say or even room to even feel away. Because I've known the fucked up shit that I've done. So that is just my karma coming back to me. Whether she chooses to do that or not, like, again, we're not married. So everything that you do right now is between you and God. Like, back to that relationship shit, people add a lot of stress to themselves when, yeah, you're in a relationship, but, bro, you're still single.
Yeah.
Like, they made that decision because they wanted to make it. It ain't have nothing to do with you, but people put that on themselves. So, like, if she did that, yeah, inside, I'm going to be steaming like a demon. But at the same time, I'll be like, you got to charge that shit to the game, bro. Like, you did that.
Fuck that, man. You
See,
gotta stay down. You gotta stay down. Fuck that.
See, that's how you make them crazy right there.
Fuck
You
that.
know
Stay
you're not
down.
ready. You know
Stay
you're
down
not
with me.
ready.
You know I'm the one. Stay down with me.
Oh, she know I'm the one. Look, she know I'm the one. I ain't the two. But she'll be like, fuck that nigga. I'll be like, you know what? You right. Fuck me, bro. Like, I've been a fuck nigga. Like, I got songs about this
See,
shit that
and
haven't
then
even
that's
come out
how-
yet.
That's how men always it be the one that got away. Cause like you had the opportunity, but you wasn't ready, and
For sure.
that's
That's
something you gonna have
happened.
to live with for the rest of your life.
Like, I say that's happening to me at least, I want to say twice. But I realize now,
You ain't learned your lesson yet.
no, it ain't that. I realize now everything that I went through is like, it was preparing me for this moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell, I got this song on my new album that's about to come out, but it's like the alter ego version of me that's actually talking. And it's like, nigga, I got my heart broken when I was 12. That's when I started being a savage. Like, it was this girl in middle school when we was in 7th grade. She was dating me and then was dating my homeboy behind my back. I was like, oh, hoes be doing this?
12
Listen.
years
Oh,
old
fuck.
is crazy.
It was
Like a motherfucker. But I'm a 90s kid. Like, back then, like, every TV show, the main nigga had a girl. So when you watch the shit like that, oh, I gotta get a girl, nigga. I gotta get a girl.
It's a great poet that said, hey, man, I was just fucking them girls. I was going to get right back. You don't leave a nigga in a great poet.
I'm
by
crashing
the name of
burned. I'm
Jay-Z
crashing
once
burned
said
on that shit before. I'm definitely like, look, I've tried to use every excuse in the book. That shit don't fly. When a woman is mad, they ain't hearing none of that shit.
Listen,
Like
man.
that's like, why'd you do it? Honestly, I just missed the thrill of it. And then when I said that, it was like eyes
You
got
said
red.
that?
Oh God, I said that. So you said stand on it. Now you talking about you said that?
I was just saying,
Like,
you don't say that, though.
Yeah, the fuck, yes, the fuck.
You don't make that
Look,
public.
The Sag in me, I was like, oh, since we there, fuck it, I'm mad now. I was going off. Like, again, learning experiences, bro. Like, yeah, but there's definitely certain shit you don't say. But at that day, oh yeah, I was pissed.
But my thing is, men always cheating on women. But as soon as a woman cheat on them, they chest cave.
Them
they
niggas
can't
turn into
breathe.
Tyrese.
We can't.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we can't help it. We can't. Oh,
But
that
don't
is-
put out with your K-tape.
Listen,
That's facts.
It's heartbreaking.
But that's
It's
also,
heartbreaking.
but that's also like what made me have that mindset. It's like, nigga, you can't say shit. You did it. Like, I'm not saying we gotta
But
all
it's
be out
different
here.
rules for women and men, man.
And
Who
what's the
said?
rules?
Who
It's
said?
different
What's the
rules.
rule?
Who
It's
said?
different rules.
And this is a brother talking to, but who said that?
What is the rule? A woman is not what? What is
Listen,
it?
because a woman's prize or woman's value is in her vagina.
Ours is in
Said
our
who?
dick. What you saying?
So no, it's not. Our value is not in our dick.
You
Our
did.
value is in our being
Providing.
able to provide.
And
Women's value is in a vagina. So
No, it's
the more
not.
you give that vagina out,
That's all you think.
the
of
less
women
value.
don't
that
take?
is not where the women's
crazy
value
work.
is at.
I'm
Dante,
saying
but
part of it is.
Nah, you said the whole
Part-
thing. Now you said part
Okay,
of
I-
it. With-
part of it is.
Hell yeah.
Backtracking.
Part of it is because let me ask you: would you date a hoe?
I have dated a hoe. I've dated a stripper too.
What? And how long did that last?
Only like a couple months. I was in college. at the
Exactly.
time.
Why?
Why
Because
did
she
I?
was a hoe.
No, that wasn't why.
Oh, why did y'all break up?
Hoes can change their life.
Yeah, facts.
Y'all change your life every day.
I'm a recovering hoe. I got two songs.
But I'm saying
like,
your value is not in your dick. Like there's no getting free before 7 if you got a dick.
Why
boy,
is
who
her
told you
value-
that?
why
Who
is
told
her
you that?
value
Hey, I ain't
in-
gonna
What
lie.
club
I ain't
you
gonna-
been to?
Bro,
That's the wrong kind of
look,
club.
Look, bro, I've
That's
been,
the wrong
I've-
club
look,
if you
no,
going
I'm,
if
I'm
they
just saying,
let
bro,
niggas
I've been
in.
cougar based since I was 18. So my dick has got me a lot of places.
I'm saying if
Like,
you
if
date
we
older
being
women, but I'm
honest.
saying if you dating somebody that's in your same
Oh, in my
age,
same, yeah.
in your same
Okay.
age range, the
But-
value of a woman is how pure she is.
Okay, but here's my question
This
to you.
is not the 19 motherfucking.
No,
But I just said,
hold on. But Dante, let me ask you
nobody
this.
wants to date hoes, but
But let
everybody
me
likes
ask you this.
hoes.
No, let me
No,
ask
that's
you
not
this. Let me
true.
ask you this. Why won't you date a hoe?
Because I don't want a woman who's everybody has experience.
So in other words, you're saying you don't want another woman that another nigga can say he got that too.
I ain't gonna say another, but I'm saying a lot of men.
That's another nigga, regardless.
But I'm saying it's a point to it becomes like, yeah, that's a little extreme. You didn't let every nigga hit.
Okay,
Versus
but then
a
if you got,
couple of niggas,
but then if you got
then I'm
bodies,
okay with a
hold
couple.
on. But then if you got bodies
Yes.
on bodies.
But that's not where my value is. How good am I being able to provide for you? What kind of lifestyle am I providing for you? That's what my value is
So
as
you're
a man.
saying, so what if I was a hoe? I can provide for you. So you just saying you a trick?
As a woman,
That's what I'm saying.
So you just
That's
saying
what
you a
I was
trick?
about to
as a
get to.
woman,
Because then y'all be the first one saying, okay, well, I ain't spending no money on no female. I'm not doing all that. But you said all your value
It
is in
is.
spending bread.
Hey,
because
that's a
when-
good point.
Let me ask you this: when a woman is asking a man, like, you know, do woman first thing is how many women have you slept with, or is it?
We grown as hell now.
Yeah,
But I'm
haven't been
saying,
asked
or
that in
is
a while.
it what kind of job you got? How can he provide for me? Because men, when they ask, how many men have you been with?
Okay.
That's the first thing kind of on our mind. Like,
Okay,
how
I
many
ain't gonna
niggas
lie.
you been with?
To his point, I will agree because like even sometimes like when I've been like out or like new people like see my Instagram, whether it's like girl, like, oh you famous, what you do? Same shit, same shit. I see
So
what you
I'm
mean. I
saying-
see what you mean.
The value is in how pure, how many men has this woman been with?
That's the problem. That's
I
why
don't
none of
think
y'all
that's where the
relationships
value
working. That's why
lies.
both of y'all are single. Because y'all worried about the wrong thing.
I'll take
You worried
that.
about the wrong
I'll take
thing.
that.
And when
L.
I'm looking for a man or when I'm looking at a man, it does not have to do with can you provide. It has to do with what type of man are you, because you could be a 9-to-5 nigga and still, you know what I'm saying, provide.
I will
But,
agree. I
yeah.
agree.
So let me ask you this then: if he was a 9-to-5 dude, he's been with a bunch of chicks, but he's a great provider.
But that doesn't matter. What type of man are you? If you're a type of man
He's a
that's
man
gonna
of
sleep
character,
around,
but he just likes
it
to.
ain't a man of character if
he
you
like-
got been with a bunch of women. Cause no, that ain't a man of character.
I ain't gonna lie, I was with you till then. I was with you
He
till
like-
then.
he just-
You can be a man of character and still have a.
He's a very
you know.
attractive man that he just
No.
likes to he just got hoes. Men who are attractive just got hoes.
Why
Okay,
do you have
Dante,
to
you
have
back on the
that?
side. You back on the side now. You back on the
Because
Why
side.
do
he's
you
a-
have to have that? A man of value doesn't have to have that.
We never said we had to have it. Nobody said we had to. I think Dante might have said, I don't have to have hoes.
But the fact, yeah, exactly.
That
So-
it is a choice. The choices
Exactly.
do tell who we are. If y'all
Exactly.
can hear, that's my baby mama
let me-
talking in the background.
Exactly.
That's
She right.
that's going
So
crazy
let
right
me
now.
let me ask you this: as a woman, right? If you have a guy that you're interested in, and you kind of see who the kind of woman that he's dated, they're all attractive women, very accomplished, right?
Mhm.
Would you be more intrigued to date him or less intrigued to date him?
My baby mama
Yeah,
didn't
I don't
care.
think
I was gonna say my baby mama
wouldn't
didn't care.
either.
You wouldn't care?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
'Cause I'm
let me ask you,
different
Tony.
regardless.
If you were dating a woman or you were interested in a woman and she had all these accomplished men that millionaires that they just top of the food chain kind of guys, would you be less intrigued or more intrigued to date her?
I would say to answer your question, I say more intrigued, but because of I've literally lived this with my baby mama, like her ex-fiance was a surgeon. Like when me and her were dating, it was niggas that was sending chocolates and shit to her crib and all that shit. I was more so confused. I'm like, what you want me for? Like, that was my question. And again, like she kind of broke it down like Whitley Gilbert in A Different World when she was like, I want a man who has this, that. And Dwayne was like, you wouldn't care if he was poor? She's like, that kind of man is never poor.
Right.
She basically brought that down to me just like that. Because I was like, what the fuck are you dealing with me for? At the time, I'm a
but
starving
listen,
artist.
but
I'm
listen.
trying to do this, you know?
But listen, in the beginning, that first initial reaction was like, what the fuck you want me for, right?
Oh, God, it was like
it
that.
wasn't how many of these guys that you slept with. That wasn't your first reaction when all these guys were sending You
Me-
wasn't thinking about that?
Me and her had already had that conversation. That's the only reason why I wasn't thinking about it then.
Oh.
Like we was very upfront. Like I mean, I ain't gonna put my baby mama out there like that. So
Would you?
So it's like,
But can you tell from a woman? Would you like after having a conversation and being around her? You can tell. I feel like you could tell. You said she had all the qualities.
You can
like,
tell
damn,
what?
She checked out. If she's a good woman, like if she, you know what I'm saying, if she sleep around, you can tell. Because a good woman ain't sleeping around either. A woman with value is not doing all of that.
I that part I disagree with. Cause like you can do all that and still your vagina,
be
your
hoes?
vagina. You can have I'll say like this. He calls it hoes. I call it you have a healthy sexual appetite. That's all I'm saying.
But my thing
But
is,
you're not
if
fucking everything that walks.
I feel like if you have value and you love yourself, you're not just gonna be putting any and everything inside of your body.
She
You're
told
gonna
me that
protect
too.
yourself.
Yep, she said that
regardless.
too. Yep.
So if you are doing that, then you clearly need
don't
some
love
stuff
yourself.
that you
Yeah,
you don't love yourself. You
Uh-huh.
need some. You got some stuff you need to work
Yeah,
on.
it's like you working through some
And
trauma
at that
and shit.
point, that's what you need to be focused on.
Yeah.
Your character building.
Yeah, I learned that. I
Not
learned that in therapy.
ran
She
away
right.
from
She
something.
she's spitting. Like my therapist even told me that, and my therapist was a black woman. So
period.
like real shit.
Yeah,
so
I just ain't dating no woman or taking no woman serious with a high body count.
You said what?
I ain't taking no woman serious with a high body count.
Don't say that does not matter. So you want a virgin?
Not a virgin, but
That's
I mean, but you
oh,
selective.
Oh no,
How
that's
old are you,
that is
Jay?
that is a
Selective.
great point.
How old are
So
you?
hold, let me ask you this: would you rather have a woman who's inexperienced that you have to teach,
no.
or somebody who's experienced
That's
but
what
then
you
you
want.
wonder where she
I need
learned all that
somebody
shit
in the
from?
middle.
There ain't no
She
middle.
gotta
There
be
is middle.
experienced.
There ain't no middle.
She gotta
I
be
need somebody in the
experienced.
middle that has enough to be experienced to
What's
know
enough?
what she does.
What's enough? Because
See,
how old are you,
this is
Dante?
all-
I'm 45.
This is
And
all
when
subjective.
When did you lose your virginity?
Shit.
Because let's calculate.
I was 14.
Because I mean, even if you have a one relationship per year, and you lost your shit,
One
let's just
year.
calculate. Let's
Yo,
just
that's
calculate
crazy.
it.
45.
You 45.
people.
You lost your shit at 20. That's 25 years. If she had one nigga for every year, that's 25 niggas. So what is too much to you?
That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
at 45, shit. 25
Exactly. She
niggas.
got to be experienced. If you put,
That's
I
facts.
say this for a woman that's 45. I think 20 dudes throughout her life is a good number. That's enough experience to know
but why does
what
that
to do.
matter?
I ain't gonna cap a woman
Because
that's 45.
I want her to be experienced, but I don't want her to be too experienced.
So
Because that means when I walk into a room, I'm gonna be like,
so you don't like
Which
being
one
the
of
one
these
the
niggas?
least educated.
which one of these niggas you done fuck? I don't want to feel that.
And you don't need to be walking
But-
in that room.
hey,
That's what
bro,
I'm saying.
look.
I want to feel that feeling.
Hey, bro.
I don't want to feel that. But
I
if
know
it's-
that. I know that feeling on both sides. Like,
I don't want to feel that
so,
though. As a man, I don't want to
know.
know that these other niggas out here had my woman.
Yeah.
But
I
the
feel
funny
that,
part
though.
about it is they might not even be in the building.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like now you just paranoid.
Yes, but
Like-
if I have a girl,
Like what if your girl not even from here? You
That's
go
what I'm
walk. You
saying.
go
You
walk
can
around in
start a
Dallas
whole
like,
new
which one
life.
of you niggas fuck my woman, nigga?
no,
Like-
but I just want to know, like, at least if she was selective. Like, okay, let's say she had 25 guys, right?
Mhm.
Out of those 25 guys, let's say she's been, because I think early in your years, probably like 20 to 30, you probably just having sex with different people, right?
You having fun?
And then after your 30s, you may have longer relationships. Then I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. But if it's just a nigga you meeting, y'all date 6 months, another nigga y'all dating 3 months, I'm like, yeah, you ain't selective with your vagina.
But true story. Also, though, now to your point, I will kind of coincide. I have heard a lot of women say I'm not having sex till I'm in a relationship, which throws me for a loop because I'm like, you're still single regardless. But whatever, you just want somebody to fuck on consistently. That's what you're saying. So I get what you're saying. It's like women think they found that person that they can do that consistently with and possibly build on, and then something happens. And then they were like, fuck that nigga. Then they go posting the memes. I'm bettering myself and I'm getting back with
But
God.
you know what? That's where I
Then-
swear that's where my best motivation come from.
What?
Like, you know how when
From heartbreak?
when a nigga do you wrong, you like, oh hell no, I'm going to Harvard.
Yeah.
Motherfucking tomorrow. You got me
Yeah,
fucked
nah.
up. I'm
I
gonna
will
have a new
say-
motherfucking
I'm
car,
going to
a new
Harvard
life.
tomorrow.
Bro, since me and
Be
my
a
baby
brand
mama,
new
like,
me.
since me and my baby mama, like, situation actually, like, gotten better or whatever, she said that. She was like, ooh, when we first, I was like, fuck this thing. I'm
Facts.
finna
I gotta
be
level
the
the fuck
greatest.
up. You got me fucked up. Period. Period. But now I gotta show. Nah, for real.
Yeah, so I agree.
I just couldn't. As a man, I want to know that my woman is selective in the guys. You know what I mean? Or either these are long-term relationships, then that makes sense.
You be throwing your women through the gauntlet. I can see that.
I do.
Are you selective though?
I'm very selective.
Oh, well, that's good. You find somebody to match your energy.
I'm very selective because
You selective on who you choose to be with or who you choose to fuck. Which one? There's a difference.
so I think at my older age, I've been more selective on who I fuck.
Okay.
At my younger age, it was like,
Oh, you was outside.
yeah, I was just,
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
Dude.
Nah, you
I was
can't
in
do that.
college and, just
That's
having
always
fun.
the excuse. We was in college.
That was never
That's what
my
I'm saying.
excuse.
That's-
That
in
was
your
never,
younger
that was
years,
never
you
my
just-
excuse.
You just young and dumb and full of cum. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you don't get old and wise without being young and dumb.
That's
first.
what I'm saying.
For
And
sure.
so as a young,
So y'all can be young and dumb, but we can't be young.
No, no,
and
no,
I
dumb.
you
never said
can.
that. He said that.
no,
I
you
didn't say
can.
that.
That's
I'm
what I'm
just
saying.
That's where the
No,
experience
listen.
come from.
Listen what I'm saying. As a woman, I understand it. In your 20s, you just out here, you know what I mean? But for me, my experience, what I found out is women in a younger age, they be trying to hold on to it and be more selective. It be the old hoes that once they get
old
past
Yeah, I ain't
40,
gonna lie.
they be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know why I
Hey,
was wasting all this
Hey,
time holding it.
He is not lying.
That's my experience.
That's mine too. He is not lying.
And so by the
Like-
time they get to my age, they're just like, okay, I just want to fuck.
I feel
like
like,
they
women.
don't
I
give
feel
a
like
care.
women also hit they like sexual. I don't want to say
Peak.
prime, but like a little bit later.
It
Yeah.
is.
You know what
I'm
It's
saying?
that
Like,
thing.
and
Because they've
it's-
been suppressing it in their 20s. They don't want to be labeled as hoes in their 20s. And they are more selective.
Well, I'll
and-
say the average woman reaches their sexual peak because there's some that like really are just free spirited and do what they feel, and I will say that's like more my generation as opposed to like the older millennials than mine. You know what I'm saying? But like women now, they're more so like with Lotto and Meg and them taking control of their sexuality. Like if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. Where back then you had to be like wear long dresses. You don't have to, but you know what I'm saying? Like be perceived a certain way and keep all that, lady in the streets freaking the she shit. Like the women today, like, nigga, I'll be a lady wherever I want to and a freak wherever I want to. I don't give a fuck. Like you can't control that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that's just the change of the dynamic a
and
little
that's
bit.
why I think this new generation is cooked. They are cooked.
I think they cook because they don't search for the information that they be talking on, even though we live in the information age. Like,
These
like
young
our shit,
generations
like
is
back
cooked.
then, like you had to go to the library sometimes to just get on a computer and search shit. Now you can do it on your phone.
Yeah.
So it's like, how you got all these
It's
opinions,
there.
but you don't search the facts? It's,
Yeah.
it's right there for you. You're just going based off emotions and feelings. But
Yeah.
feelings are fleeting.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I know ever since Glorilla came out with that little verse where she said she want a country nigga that's 6'1", dark skin, and whatever the little verse is, now all these women are looking for 6'1" country dark skinned niggas that got big guns, big dicks.
But
Like-
Anglo really just saying what the ladies back in the 80s said, 6-pack, 6
Tall, dark, and
figures,
handsome.
6 inches, like same shit.
Yeah,
But
I
my
guess
thing
so.
is your dream person like gonna be the person for you?
I think you have to like create.
What you mean
I
by
think
that?
you have to
Expand
create
on
it
that.
too.
I think you have to create
what's your
that
dream
dream
person?
person.
You said who was that you said last time? Wanda.
Kalita
from,
Smith.
Yeah, Wanda from Remy Ma.
What? Okay,
I-
okay.
what-
I give
You
you
wouldn't be
that.
able to handle Miss
Little
Wanda.
air dap. Okay, I give you that.
Kalita
Yeah.
Smith was my Hollywood crush.
But
Mine was
is
Alicia
that somebody
Keys.
that you would actually like really see yourself with? Like,
I think so. Here's the thing: visually, or what she looked like back then.
I think that's a
Yes.
slanted question.
Yes, I would see that.
you wouldn't be able to handle her.
Personality wise, I don't know.
But I'm about to say we don't know the real Kalita Smith. We only know
Yeah.
her as her character.
But
like
that's what I think. Like, you say tall, dark, and handsome. You
Mhm.
know, but like, what type of person are you? That's the part that matters, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
But that don't be the case.
yes.
It just be about looks and money.
for sure.
That's
See, I
it.
like personality. I like women with personalities. That's what's
Yeah.
gonna keep me. That's what's gonna make me not cheat. That's gonna make me not be interested or not lose interest.
Until her personality outweighs yours.
Nah, I like
He gonna be
an
mad.
outgoing woman. I do.
All right, watch this. All right, you say you like an outgoing woman.
I do.
Let's say you end up meeting like somebody like Jazz, who's like an influencer. Real chill as fuck, but
Yeah.
people know her type shit.
Yeah.
So now when y'all go to dinner, not only are women coming up and talking to her, but
Men
niggas are too.
Yeah.
And it happens more often than not. How you gonna feel about that?
Like I know that this is her job.
No, but I'm saying like they come up like, okay, let's say you and Jazz are on a date right now, right? And I come up to them, I'm like, Jazz, bro, you are just the dopest influencer, bro. Like, oh my God, bro, I just fucking love you, dog. Like, keep doing your shit. You are the fucking greatest. Da 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 da.
Stop it.
What up, nigga? Whatever. Anyway, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even acknowledge you. Like, what up, nigga? And then they get right back to how you gonna feel?
I'm not gonna feel no kind of way because me and her will have to have a conversation. But like, hey, like I know that you are famous or you know, but I want to just have some me time. So can we orchestrate it where we don't have no distractions, where it could just be me and you?
But what if it
Okay,
just
but
keep
then
happening?
you don't control what other people do. So if she keeps curving
No.
people,
I can't control what other people do, but I can't control like private dinners, private outings. I can't control that kind of shit.
I see what you mean. Okay.
But what other people gonna do, I can't control
okay,
that.
I see you found a little loophole.
Yeah, bro.
I see
He
you.
was swooping
Hell
his
yeah.
way.
No,
He
I'm just
keep
saying,
dancing
like,
around that hoe. Okay.
I've thought about this a long time. I thought about this a long time. Like, I can't control outside influences, but if I want to have a long time date with my woman, I have to like orchestrate that. Like, I have to make sure it's just me and her and nobody else.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I know if I was Papoose, I know when me and her go out.
But then what
she
if?
gonna get
But what
all
if she
the,
turns into Ariel from Little Mermaid? Like, I want to be where the people are. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna
Like,
be with the people.
damn, you ain't gonna go?
No. Go be with
You
if
gotta
that's
be supportive.
I'm gonna be
Bro.
supportive from here. I see you, boo. Go do your thing.
No, because I don't know, you know Cash Doll?
Yeah.
Okay, her new boyfriend. Or
Yeah, he
whatever,
played for the
he be
Detroit
right there.
Lions.
Yeah, he
But
be
he's in the
right
off
there.
season. He's in the off season.
But
right
I'm
Matter
just
of
saying the
now.
fact that he's there, supporting her. I'm literally
Matter of fact,
right
Simone
there.
Biles' husband, who played for the Bears, she be at his games and then he be at her gymnastics shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
when
saying?
it's time for me to support you, bam, I'm there with you. When
Yeah,
it's
but some
time
people
for
can't handle it because he barely could handle it.
who?
Simone Biles' husband.
Oh,
They was
yeah,
mad
I
'cause
did. I
they
did.
just
I
called him
did see
Simone
that.
Biles' husband. I
Yeah,
still don't know.
I
his
did
name.
see that.
Exactly. Y'all don't even know the nigga name.
I forgot, homie.
Y'all don't
Dang,
even
I
know
ain't
this
gonna
nigga
lie.
name.
Nah, homie. Hey, charge it to my head, not my heart, bro. I know your name,
y'all
dog.
don't even know
I-
Cash
bro, I
Doll
saw you in
husband
Hard
or dude
Knocks and
name.
everything,
What's
bro.
like Quatarius or something?
You don't
I
even
don't
know his
know.
name.
Damn, I feel so
That's what I'm
bad right
saying.
now, dog, because I know that nigga name.
And this nigga plays in the NFL. Both of these niggas plays in the NFL.
Now, my loophole
But
is there's a
that's
lot
good,
of niggas
though.
in the NFL you don't know their name. So,
Yeah.
but still, you know.
Yeah, it's like some.
His
yeah.
name is Quatarius Smith.
Same difference.
He will. Y'all don't even know this nigga. It might be Zedarius. I may be.
It's one of them.
Y'all don't
things.
even know his
But his
name.
last name is Smith. He plays for the Detroit Lions. But y'all have no idea. Y'all know Cash Doll. Y'all call this nigga Cash Doll.
But that's
Dude.
also pop culture though. Like we only know them because pop culture and like brings them up. Like if Simone Biles didn't have her own greatness and like we would still be chanting Gabby Douglas' name. Ever since Simone came, ain't nobody saying Gabby no more. But Gabby was cold too. It's just like it's just that one person who's the moment right now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, y'all getting on us about or not knowing Simone Biles' husband. What's Simone Biles' teammates' names on the gymnastics team?
I have no idea.
They cold too. See, same shit.
That's why I gotta give it up
OTA
to.
on that ass.
I gotta give it up to
See?
DDG, where he made his own name.
For
And
sure.
Holly is she's a big celebrity.
She is.
You know what I mean? But he made his name relevant too. Like he ain't
Yeah.
just no little small
Baby daddy,
fry.
Holly's baby
Yeah.
daddy.
Facts.
Shout
Yeah.
out to DDG, man.
For sure.
Get my girl Jazz on the stream, man.
Period.
Get Jazz on the stream.
And
Gotta let
stop
'em
beefing
know.
with Ray Vaughn because that nigga did call you out and crash out heritage, my
Who's
boy.
Ray
What's
Vaughn?
Ray Vaughn?
Y'all don't know Ray. Get y'all life in order, bro.
We don't know Ray Vaughn. Who
Ray
is
Vaughn
it?
signed a TDE. He the one that been beefing with Joey Badass and them for like the past 3 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But nah, he did a little diss to DDG and Tory Lanez and all that shit. Yeah, that was like way back in January, bro. And then they just had a whole week long like, They said about 50 diss tracks done dropped since
Damn.
Drake and Kendrick shit.
See, I only know Joey Badass. I've heard about it, but I haven't really tuned in.
Oh, bro, go listen to the tracks. Like Daylight, TDE's Camp, Ray Vaughn, Joey Badass. And it was really Joey versus the West Coast until a couple of people like CJ Fly and all them from New York started jumping in. But yeah, bro, it's been a great year for hip hop. I would say that. Like,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Man, we finna wrap this up, man. Do you have anything that you want to lead the people?
I want to hear him sing. So sing us on up out of here.
Okay.
Like right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the spot. Star.
Jesus Christ. All right, let me get my shout outs first before my niggas get mad at me. 'Cause they always get mad when I shout them out. What up, AX? What up, Lucky 7? What up, Will? What up, Fire? Sir Thomas Landon. DK, what up, boy? My boy Chris Lynch. He got his own clothing line coming out too.
Before you sing, get Jazz, give your shout outs, and then he gonna sing us out.
I ain't got nobody to shout out. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all social media platforms. Pretty Face Jazz. Period. Follow me on Twitch too.
Yes, follow me. The Tap In Podcast, TAP, the letter N Podcast, on all social medias. Yeah, that's where you can find me at. Tony
All
Jr.
right, you know what?
Sing us
Since we've been
on up outta
on
here.
relationships and shit, we'll do like some boys.
See,
to men
first
and
of
shit.
all, no, I'm just playing.
We ain't going jacket.
Go ahead.
Real quick, let's see. 'Cause I need somebody who will stand by me through the good times and bad times. She will always be right there. Sunny days, everybody loves them. Tell me.
Can you stand the rain?
We'll take that. Yeah.
Hold on, don't do that. Don't do that, because I was
Okay,
trying
we'll
to be
take that.
supportive.
We'll take that. You know, little
Yo, man,
something.
this has
Okay.
been
And y'all be on the lookout, man. Stone and B, my new album is coming out real soon. I know I talked about that last time we was on Dante's thing, but yeah, bro. Oh yeah, I gotta let you hear the album, bro. Like we finally finished it, mixed and mastered and everything, bro. It's
Yes.
dope. It's dope.
Yeah, we definitely gonna tap into that. Yo, man, this has been Right Before We Argue. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for listening. Until next time.
Bye.
Holla.
Mm.